You guys, one of my favorite things ever in the world that I experience is when I'm reading something in the scriptures and then I start to see how it connects with like other stuff I'm reading, other quotes, other books, even if it's not necessarily like spiritual type books, but finding these dots and connecting them are really cool. I want to show you today how I connect some dots between what I read in the Bible, some quotes from religious leaders, and then like even this career book. Just all four of these things just align and it's awesome and I love it. First off, I want to share Jesus Christ. He suffered on the cross, paid the price of our sins, and died on the cross for us. And in Romans 12:2, it talks about how Jesus Christ focused on joy to endure the cross. It specifically says that for the joy that was set before him endured the cross. And Jesus Christ didn't want to necessarily go through with that. Like if there was another way, remember he asks Father in heaven, if this cup shall pass, please let it pass. I know I'm not quoting that right, but really the gist of it was, this is really going to be hard. I don't want to do it. Is there any other way? Nevertheless, he did it. He accomplished it. And the way he did that was focusing on joy, which I've never really considered until now. But then I come across a couple of quotes and get these. So Russell M. Nelson said that joy is powerful and that focusing on joy brings God's power into our lives. So if that statement's true, think about that. Jesus Christ focused on joy, which gave him the power to endure eternal suffering, like suffering that we can't even imagine. And then Uchtdorf, who I think is one of the most happy people I've ever listened to speak, he said that we were created with the express purpose of experiencing a fullness of joy. Like our purpose is to experience joy. That seems counterintuitive. Sometimes when we're facing life challenges, that our purpose is to experience joy. Are you kidding me? Christ focused on joy, again, in the most infinite suffering imaginable. And then to bring this full circle, my wife and I, we're in this transition stage right now where we've got these like three different paths. We're trying to determine which one is really the one we need to just throw everything into, kind of stop focusing on the other. So I was recommended this book, like this career book, Designing Your Life. And this is so cool. One of the things that they recommend more than anything when you're trying to decide like which way to go is they said, follow the joy. And are you kidding me? How do you connect all these dots? It's just crazy to me. I don't think it's coincidence. I think that's at least the message I need right now in my life is to focus on joy, which will bring God's power into my life, help me endure challenges that I'm facing. And I mean, the benefit too is you're happier as you're going through challenges if you're focused on joy. I just challenge you with that. Focus on joy to get through whatever challenges you're facing. I know it seems so counterintuitive, but it's also, I just think, exactly what we need in order to get through just the daily challenges we face in life. So good luck.